Well, it was said we don't need another hero, but here's a Hiroe Campbell and the Bomaderry house, and she's haunted here, talking about Fukushima and reflecting on Hiroe. The name happens to be Hiroe, and with the teal here and Yoni all day long. And Hiroe and Bob from Bomaderry also do a lot of travelling. No doubt they were very well looked after, and now they go to the Devil's Marbles, and there's a whole host of videos of their trips around places. Interesting little idea here. William Jr. Campbell joined on his 14th birthday, right back in old 1961. Very junior indeed. So I was Willie Campbell. Interesting idea itself. It's an interesting history from Glasgow as the Gay Lords. Dean Ford and the Gay Lords. Again, I didn't make this Wikipedia up, folks. This is how it reads. Reflections of my life and Obla Di Obla Da, which is about Desmond and Molly. Both I've been led to believe are massive tea drinkers. We've got a Newman going on here. Sandy indeed. So quite an interesting idea, Marmalade and the Gay Lords. Named after the Chicago Gay Lords. And here from Jimmy, the best cut. You know, the cutter. The best cut of 67. And look here, Susan with the hoofs of the Bangles and a Matthews suite. Another sweet idea from the Peppermint Twist suite. This will be the same idea here, of course. Looking very Jack Black there straight away. Couple of interesting credits for Junior Campbell. Thomas and Friends. We all know that one. And tugs, tugboats. And Solari from Luca. My name is Luca. And they're talking about Dickie Dale there. And I thought this was highly interesting, the Campbell-Stokes Sunshine Recorder. And when I think of Stokes, I think of old Doris Stokes, the clairvoyant. And Stoke Mandeville. Here we have the Campbell Conversations, and then the story of Hiroe Campbell. It was a very interesting implement indeed here. Oh, and this is a one, the Marvellous Marvin the Martian Sunshine Recorder. The basic unit is still in use today. And here's Japan Specialist and Japanese Studies and Kazui Campbell. And Trinity Hiroshima Nagasaki. Right there, another hero, Akimoto. It could be Campbell's name before she was a Campbell, married to Bob, travelling Australia. And look, a swan like a swan. The ceramics made out of the mud. Some interesting imagery here. And memorial service, born in 32, they were saying somewhere. There you go. If it's the same one, I'm not sure, but an interesting name indeed, and we should look at the images quickly. Well, number Kazui Ito Jensen. There's Japanese with Western names. Interesting indeed. And Amazon's turning up here straight away. Oh, limo. It's an interesting little one here, that's for sure. 72.27. Yes, something in the eye. Now, and just on a little bit of a side note, another thing that we can always attach to Campbell will be the walrus. And as we can see here, there's Hiroe Campbell and her sea animal friends. And then Mad Men theory, Pete Campbell is the walrus. And here in Nun, we know about the waters of Nun. This could be a place that really should have more interest. I wish people could get there and interview a few locals. But we've got the soapstone. And darkness is visible to walrus. And opposition in Ottawa. And so the Ontario idea here, and walruses with Barry Campbell. There's certainly a lot of Campbells going on here, and Richard and Campbell being the experts on walruses. And Ken, Histros was talking about Ken. And there it is. The round, red-faced walrus moustached. It was a fake moustache. An interesting-looking gentleman, that's for certain. We also fund the double and Campbell. Well, puts a new twist on Barbie and Ken here, in Ken Sing Ton, David Campbell. The double life, there you go. So Paul McCartney, eat your heart out. Oh, the old roly-polies, that's an idea in itself. The roly-poly and the walrus moustache. Like the helter-skelter idea, of course. And hasn't Mad Men Pete Campbell got the look? He's definitely got the look. And here in the McLeod tie. Yes, again, same colours there. Look at this look. Mr. Bean himself, isn't it? Yes, he's really a Cartizer. But that's the name of the character in this. But Peggy Olson and Pete Campbell, Mad Men. Giving you a bit of a sort of look up here, you see. And the nice colours here, the blue and white, we know so well. Interesting idea out of the show here. Mad Men on November 2263, so they're going. Yes, I'm on the last train to Clarksville, and I'll meet you in the morning. They started down Market Garden Road, where convoys once transported to Campbell Army. And the Bast the cat, sons, and the old Phil, tender of horses. Yes, when you thought it couldn't get any better, the bird is the word. The bird cage guards at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Well, golly gee, it's 2/3 anyway of a pyramid. To be 3, probably that's the idea. People are going to think straight away, gee, that's 2/3 of a pyramid. Oh, the airborne. Born in the air, you know how important air is to them. And the bird cage is beckoning. Gonna get inside the bird cage. Looks pretty grim in the bird cage. You'll be caged in there. I think I'd take my chances outside. This guy here, this is the classic. Back to the bird cage. Old timer. One of them old timers, like they mentioned in the other video there. And he's got his little walker thing here. His little crone bag. This will be a crone, alright. This could hold a baby very well. And that would support it nicely too. Oh, look at this guy here, ready with a cup of tea, Nelly. He's ready to go and get one anyway, for the birdcage history. Nice little goatee. And the 101st Airborne Division of Fort Campbell. I'm getting out of here. And we have the Amazon warrior look. And you wouldn't believe it, would you? The use of Campbell's method in nuclear reactor control. We're doing the neutron gamma. Gamma for G, of course. The Campbell's method or the Campbell technique. I'm really laughing here. The blind source. Separation method. The blind source. Come here for blind and be blinded. Blinded by the light. Yes, the Campbell method. Or the Campbell theorem. And if you want a guide to weapon systems, look no better than Christy Campbell. Right on Amazon. I found this Christy Campbell with Curtis Brown. I don't think it's a strange same thing, but gee, it's definitely strange, old Curtis Brown. I think you'll agree. I'm not believing this myself. I just bumped it. There's even a Campbell magazine. Gen 1. Aha, I see it's the university publishes this. Interesting, all that purpley pink colour on the front. Yes, the big thing with Campbell's is the Renaissance, and here is the Renaissance man, Burcott. Burke, of course, is an idea of death. The power of rural. It's all about the red TT with a nice red tie. Christy Campbell sharing moon, V weapons, target London. And here with the wine, a save for the world. And here's another one, Claire Campbell, and the black man, Lucy Blackman. And that was one you see here, Claire and Christy Campbell. Oh, I see. We've got, I don't know what's going on here. Did this one turn over here? Who knows? Very interesting. No, and India is another place I consider to have a lot of problems, and here it is, the Maharaja's box. Well, here's Donovan Campbell, and certainly got the little eyes complex going on here. Not much to the top of the head either. Well, here's time for a half-time swap. Alternate parents. I'm not liking this at all. It says Christy here, but it says Claire here. Please take me home. Oh, Christy does a wide range of things here. Commercial aircrafts. Interesting image here from Christy Campbell. Well, here's a Judith Campbell. Judith C here, but I'm sure it's a Campbell. And 3 episodes. Timeless is a show that has little problem playing fast and loose with the concept of changing history. It's Timeless, the Atomic City, and Lucy is trying to make sense. And look out, John Campbell, When the Atoms Failed. Back in amazing Amazonian stories. Yes, we know the Campbells love gold. And McCain. We've had plenty of connections already with Campbell to McCain. And this is, of course, the famous movie here, The Thing. So, pretty interesting character indeed, this one. John Wood Campbell from the Duke University. I get the story with Claire and Christy here. They are married and live together in London. Claire Campbell's an interesting name here. There's another one here. I'm sure it's a different one, but look, with the silvery gibbons. Oh, I'm just looking around here. I just had to show you this image here, Ian Jordan. And you can see Ian Jordan's definitely got the diver look. What a classic. Stokes and Campbell of the Seven Group. Yeah, they got the public in the mood, of course. Look, 39 to 43. John Wood Campbell, unknown. And Frank Russell here, Eric Frank Russell to be precise. And there's not a Campbell, it's a Russell, all ending in L, of course. Guess we should note that we have SS here in that period. So, as well, the Russ being like in that trust thing I was talking about before. Lots of Russ ideas around, that's for sure, for red. And a bit of gold always with the Campbell, but trouble with water. And of course we've had a lot of trouble with water. The idea of water spinning around at 1,000, haven't we now? And then we've had trouble with mud being poured. And it's pretty good, linking to Ron Hubbard. Oh, look at Ron there. Where are you, Ron? Pop up again. He doesn't want to. No, he's gone up there, doesn't matter. And look, the moonlight again. And the grey mouses. And some nice honours in the man hat. Man HRT hat with L.E. Campbell and George W. Yes, E.E.B. Campbell and F. Romund. The latest advances in atomic cluster collisions. Helium is a very interesting substance indeed. And these Scott Campbells never sleep. Just 18 hours ago, they're into the dawn of the new era. The atomic robo. And here, not that long ago as well, by Gretchen.